well. All right, let's start at the beginning. This is the King of Swords. And kings, this can be a person, male or female. Swords are usually air signs. That's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And this particular king, in general, he has great strength. He has a little alchemy, really into mental work, but he's reversed. So it looks like there may be some forgiveness. There may have been some superficial, gossipy, or cutting words coming your way. So it does look like you may be having a disagreement with someone, and that just be careful of what you participate in. You are not responsible for anyone else, but you are responsible for your cutting words. There are two swords here, so be very, very careful when you have deep discussions or important discussions, that you come from a place of love and kindness, even if it is a situation that is frustrating to you. So this King of Swords is here to remind you, listen before you react, and that you may be having some important discussions coming up. But it also may be the effect of an air sign, that is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Hierophant is what crosses you here. And I believe this can be the Gemini card as well, so this may be involved a Gemini. But the Hierophant also is here to remind you to take the high road. That is trusting your intuition. That is coming from a place of the higher levels, not the lower survival, anger, resentment, all those lower levels. So the Hierophant is here to remind you to take the high road, even if someone is presenting something that's manipulative and from the lower levels. So the Hierophant here just says, keep it real, keep in integrity, even if those around you fall, just you keep in integrity. The Three of Pentacles is here. It does look like you are getting in touch a little bit more with your spiritual side. You may be collecting information. You may be doing meditation, yoga, self-help books. It doesn't necessarily delineate that it is through God, but it does look like it is some self-care that you're engaging in, and really looking at much more productive stress relief or ways to combat stress relief. So it does look like that you are enjoying yourself a little bit more, incorporating pleasure a little bit more, not just work and drudgery. So it does look like either you've made a connection with someone that's coming out and playing with you a little bit more, Cancer, because the Lovers is here, or just finding your smile again. So the Queen of Cups is here. She's in the past position. This can be a water sign. That could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. This can be someone that is maybe within the mix here. Or this could be the person that you have just reconnected with. It can stand for yourself as well, since you are a cup. And it does feel like you're doing a little more self-care. You're following your own needs, but you're also incorporating some more positive mindsets to your everyday life. So when the Queen of Cups shows up, you know, she's a kind and creative person. She can also be one of the water signs, can be the more psychic sign. So this may be someone in your life that is a psychic or creative or a visionary. This can be you as well. But it does look like refocusing on more of the positive things in life, the more creative things in life. I really feel that that's what she is standing for. But there may be a water sign that you can give some forgiveness to, since this upside down King of Swords is right next to this in the past. So there may be some forgiveness that you can do for people that have hurt you in the past. It does feel like you know, when you hold in resentments, whether they're in your current relationship, past relationship, siblings, it just holds you back from your highest good. So it does look like you are forgiving some people that have hurt you from your past, sweet Cancer. The Fool is here. Fool is in the present time. That is the 0 card. So it does look like you've gone through quite a lot of healing over the last 12 to 18 months, that you are kind of starting on a new path, and the Fool is here to remind you to take that leap of faith. Try something different. You know, if your old processes haven't worked in the past, try something different. If you are starting to date again, date somebody different. Maybe date somebody that you have wouldn't normally have dated. But it does look like you have come to quite an understanding of yourself and of the world. So kind of epiphany time. So your responsibilities, your thought patterns, and your actions must grow as well into this new space. So take a leap of faith, whether it's in relationship, a job you've always wanted, moving, but try something new. Try something new, Cancer. The Queen of Swords is here, and this can be an air sign. That's a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This is in the future position. That sword is lighting up for me pretty intensely. And you know, the sword is all about communications and your intuition, creativity, your mental acuity. So it does look like some communication is being asked of you for the future, that this person actually, it feels like you're able to open your communication a little bit better because of this person. So this may be a new relationship. This doesn't necessarily have to be in the female form, even though it is a queen. Queens are exalted. Usually queens represent someone that's over 30 or 40, someone that's usually a good communicator. It does feel like there is a little bit of static right now in the communication. So you may be trying to find some resolutions with this Queen of Swords. But it does look like it will be successful as long as you keep your words kind and in that loving, conscious space, like the King of Swords reminds you. Keep it sweet, keep it non-critical, and it does look like some resolution is in the air for you. There is the 10 of Wands at the basis of all of this, and it does feel like you are simplifying your life a little bit. It does feel like you might have taken on more projects than you were capable of handling. This does feel work-related. It can be home projects. I don't want to negate that. But it does feel like your plate is super, super full, and so it's time to resolve these things or let them go, hand them on to other people. It does feel like you have been super responsible in the last couple of months, so it's time to let some of these responsibilities go, hand them off to other capable entities, and enjoy life a little bit more. It does look like you have been connecting with friends and family a little bit more from the past and enjoying that kind of frivolous, fun, playful space. It does feel like you have incorporated a little bit more playfulness in your life. So the Lovers are here. It is on top of this kind of arduous chore card. So you may have a new lover, or you may be opening up to a new love, or even redoing the current love that you have. But it does feel like your heart has healed a bit. You're ready to move forward, either with or without a relationship. It does feel, because you are doing a little bit more self-care, that you're doing a little bit more self-love as well, and honoring some of your own needs first, setting very clear boundaries, things like that. It is on the line of a lot of people here, so you may be getting out in the world a little bit more, not hibernating so much. Like last year was a little bit more of a hibernation year for you, Cancer. So it does feel like you're coming out of the woodwork, you're joining people, you're maybe dating or going out on dates with your significant other, or just having the willingness to open your heart again. The King of Wands is here. You have a number of kings, so keep it real, keep it in integrity. Wands usually are when require action, or when there's a sudden action to things. And these kings kind of ask for your action. Wands are really about wealth a little bit, being influenced or influential, having good fortune, being fair-minded and honest. So you may be getting your money stuff together a little bit more. That's what it's feeling, that you're moving forward. You're getting more opportunities. You're being able to clean up some of your debt from the past. It's what it's feeling like, and things are coming into focus. You have more forward motion in your finances. It doesn't mean that, you know, you've hit a gold mine or anything. It just feels like it's a little clearer. It's a little bit more manageable, and you can see kind of the end of some of the debts that were overwhelming you in the past. The 2 is here for the culmination card. It is the 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles are about money as well, so it does feel like you're getting your balance in money. It is right on top of the creative king that requires action and paying off bills, being responsible. So your responsibilities, it does feel like it was pretty heavy, but your load is lightening a little bit more. I am not so concerned that there's a lot of people in here, but it does tell me that there is a lot of focus on you, and there's a lot of focus on what you do and how you say. So how you say it. So make sure that your words are with love and integrity and kindness. So you can move forward into the higher, greatest good. On the left side of this, for clarity, we have the Page of Cups. On the right side, we have the Page of Swords. This can be children. So there may, oh, Ramsey says hello. There may be children in your life now that weren't before. This can be grandchildren. This could be children of your partner. It does feel like there is more children around you than in the past. Pages are also here for messages. Page of Cups is all about messages of love. So you may be getting or giving messages of love. This can be verbally. This can be email. Thank you, Ramses. So sorry, he's a little Alzheimer-y and likes to talk to the corners. Anyway, Page of Cups. And this is usually, it can be a marriage proposal, an engagement, or just taking an emotional risk. And knowing that you guys have kind of healed your heart, this can be you taking a chance at love, or taking a chance to make a deeper commitment in your love. The Page of Swords is also here. And this page usually is news about problems or difficulties, some kind of troublesome things. This also can be related to children, so that you may be getting some information that these kids may need some help. So it does feel physically there are more children in your space, and that they may need some of your wisdom. So that is your general reading for the month of September, Cancer. I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra cards. Let's see, that one's sticking out. Gratitude. That is in the higher echelon. That is in the purple. So that's your 7th chakra. So it does look like you're embracing gratitude. You have an attitude for gratitude. And it does look like this is a new space for you, that you were kind of like in a bah humbug, especially around relationship space. It does look like you got hurt in the past. So now it does look like you've got your attitude for gratitude cranked up, and it does feel like more positive flow in your life because of this. And bittersweet. Things are bittersweet. You know, love loss is bittersweet, but it also brings you to the person that you're supposed to be with, if you release that. So it does look like you have released some regrets. It does look like you have released some resentments and made room for a new loving and more positive growing, either relationship with yourself or someone else.